6:43 right now, and tomorrow the Texas House is expected to vote on whether licensed gun owners in the state can openly carry their handguns. The vote comes after a technical error actually delayed debate on the controversial bill. And joining us to talk about all of this, Alana Rocha of the Texas Tribune. Thank you for being here this morning.
Good morning.
I think one of the biggest things is what caused the delay really in this debate.
It was just a technical error, like you said. Trey Martinez Fisher, a Democrat out of San Antonio, raised a point of order, which is just a procedural objection to the bill, and it was discovered and sustained the fact that there was a software error with the computer system that kind of keeps track of all these bills and testimony taken in committee, and it actually misregistered people who maybe said they were for a bill. It said that they were against, and so they sent it back to committee, corrected the error, voted it back out, and now we're expected to take it up tomorrow.
Yeah, and speaking of that, I guess, what are you expecting with tomorrow's vote?
Well, I believe about half of the House chamber has signed on as co-authors or co-sponsors to the bill, so a lot of support. It's expected to pass out, but not before a lot of debate from Democrats in trying to maybe get amendments attached to make them feel better about the legislation.
Yeah, passionate opinions on both sides of something like that for sure. Moving on to a different topic, some lawmakers, obviously, they want to repeal a program that gives in-state tuition to undocumented students, and it's called the DREAM Act. That's what we're talking about this morning. The Tribune, you have an interactive thing that's online now. Tell me about some of the findings that's been going on there.
It just published this morning, and the big finding and the big takeaway is 2%. That's the amount of all students enrolled in a higher ed institution that this 2001 provision impacts. And our findings also show that about 71% of those benefiting from this are attending community college, about 28% universities. So right now, TexasTribune.org, you can go on, look at the top 10 schools that have students benefiting from this, as well as search your school that's nearby or that your kids enrolled in.
A lot of people probably very interested in something like that. And, kind of lastly is looking at, this is previous attempts to actually throw out the DREAM Act have failed. Will this be different? Will this be any different?
Well, the bill that's moving through passed out of Senate committee and was placed on the intent calendar to be taken up by the full Senate. It's now been taken off that calendar. So it remains to be seen. It has momentum, and it's expected to pass out of the Senate should it come to the floor. Not as much appetite for it on the House side. So, about 30 or so days left in session, a little more than that. But yeah, we're getting near the end.
Exactly.
But still plenty of time.
Yep, something to keep our eye on. All right, Alana, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.